Hailing from Mount Vernon, Texas, Don Meredith was a local legend as star quarterback at SMU. After arriving in Dallas in 1960, he became the first face and voice of the expansion Cowboys.
Just settle down.
Now I want you to listen to me, and listen good, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to run the ball, we're going to pass the ball, we're going right down this field, and we're going to score.
When the Cowboys were emerging, you had Tom Landry, who was kind of that stoic, dignified image of the organization that's coming up. So when Dandy Don came along, it was a new look. It was kind of the fun, freewheeling quarterback that had confidence and ability.
Let's go, come on.
A new, fresh face for the organization.
But Meredith was fresh meat for NFL defenses.
He played at a time when we were a sorry team, and he got killed.
What happened? Oh, man, I almost killed you. Well, he didn't make a route. Well, I know it. Hell, I got a throw back there after a while.
Don Meredith was the toughest quarterback that I've ever seen. Now, you talk about people being hurt and overcoming it and playing the games. Don Meredith stood alone in that position as a quarterback.
Once Bob Hayes came here and Lance Rensel came here, Don Meredith came into his own as a quarterback.
Meredith led Dallas to its first ever playoff victory. But when the Cowboys failed to win a championship after 3 straight postseason appearances, he went from bell cow to scapegoat.
When we played Cleveland in '68, Meredith got out of the hospital with a broken rib, punctured lung, and pneumonia, and then came home and took a lot of abuse about his performance.
After we had lost badly to Cleveland, we went into this restaurant and somebody noticed Don and I, and they started booing him. And the people sat there in this restaurant and stood up and booed him until we left.
Well, it hurts to get booed, because I think it hurts when you try to do something real well.
And if your performance hasn't been received well, you're disappointed. The most disappointing thing is that in your heart, you did the best you could. You did the very best that you could. And then whammo, they really let you have it.
That, as much as anything else, is one of the things that drove him away from the game. There's never been a guy who has been more mistreated by the fans than Don Meredith was. Don Meredith was a great quarterback.
He wasn't just one of the best quarterbacks of his time. Dandy Don was one of the loosest, fun-loving characters in NFL history.
Let's finish this and then go out and knock down a couple of cold ones and meet something pretty.
We were flying out of New York. We'd just beaten New York. Big snowstorm just blew in. And so we're taking off, and there's ice everywhere up there. And all of a sudden, we heard a boom. It was like an engine backfired or something. And so we started a steep bank over the ocean. We want to go out and dump our gasoline. Man, everybody knew we were going to crash. Well, and everybody's in a panic, and I'm sitting on the aisle seat, and Meredith's sitting right over next to me. And I look over at him. Man, he's cool. He's smoking a cigar, and he's got him a drink. And he says, well, all I know is it's been a good one.
The cool charisma that fueled his off-field persona also made Meredith a born leader.
He always had his finger on the pulse of the team, on everybody. From the offense to the defense, the star player to the last guy on the bench. He cared about everybody.
Get your head up. Hear me? You're worried about something, so don't do it. You hear me? Yeah. Okay.
I believe part of it was just pure, sheer animal cunning, knowing that a team didn't win unless you did that.
Hey, you feel better, baby? Yeah. All right, that's good. Nice move, Lance. Oh, that's smooth. That was smooth.
Meredith's legacy is of a quarterback who transformed the Cowboys from expansion team to America's team.
What that franchise went through from inception as an expansion team to get to where they were in the early 70s and what they became, I'm not sure you get to Staubach if you don't have Meredith.